tribonucleation. Does anybody have a clue what that is? No. Well, neither did I until I did some reading. So we often get asked what the clicking noises or the cracking noises when we manipulate a joint. And as chiropractors and some of the physios that do manipulative therapies will know, we get asked this a lot. So I found a really cool research paper last week, which was published in 2015, that describes exactly what it is. And the way they set about this was to do an MRI scan of a finger while just being manipulated and then try and figure out what was going on. So the research article is entitled Real-Time Visualization of Joint Cavitation. And like I said, it was published in 2015. So basically what they've figured out is that it is as a result of tribonucleation. Now, tribonucleation basically is when two joints surfaces resist separation, but then they reach a critical point where they can't do that anymore. And at that critical point, they separate rapidly, resulting in a vapor cavity. Okay, so stick with me. When the pressure drops inside that joint, okay, it allows dissolved gas to come out of solution and to form this void or bubble. And when it does that, that's when you have the cracking noise. Okay, so it's nothing breaking or being put back into place or any of that nonsense that you hear sometimes. It really is that vapor coming out, forming that bubble and creating that crack. So how they did this was they took a finger, some poor sucker, and they stuck it in an MRI machine with a cool little rig that they got up, and basically they separated until they heard the crack. And at that point, they then tied it together with the MRI that they did on the left-hand side over here, and they come up with their conclusion, which is tribonucleation. So next time you go and see somebody and you get a crack, you can tell them you've just had tribonucleation, for whatever that's worth. Okay, so if we look at the video on the left-hand side here, I'll run you through it and then I'll explain it. Okay, so what's happening is that here is the joint surfaces. They're separating it slowly, and then it reaches a critical point and you get the crack. Now I'm going to pause it as that happens and then show you what it is. So right there, you can see there are the cavities or the voids or the bubble that gets formed when that vapor comes into solution. And that's when the crack happens. It doesn't happen when that collapses. So then you carry on going and that goes back into solution. And that's it. So now you know what it is.